I was watching this. There's a show on Netflix called You. Have you seen this? Why are you laughing? Have you seen this show on Netflix?
I have, yeah.
Called You.
I saw both seasons, yeah.
It's the guy from Gossip Girl, Penn Badgley. I don't know how to say his name. And he plays a serial killer. And the first episode is in Brooklyn. The first season is in Brooklyn. And the second season is in Los Angeles, California. And I was watching this show. And this show is very fun to watch. I mean, it is. It's not fun to live, I imagine, but it is fun to watch. I mean, it is a very watchable show. It's a very watchable show. And you know who's in it? You know who's in the show? Comedian. Do you know who's in the show?
Is it Chris D'Elia?
No, it's comedian Zach Cherry. Can you Google Zach Cherry? Google Zach Cherry. Chris is in it as well. Google Zach. This is the big guy, comedian Zach Cherry.
Oh, that guy.
You know Zach. He's in a lot. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
But he's a fun man. Chris is in it as well. What does Chris play in the show?
A pedophile?
Well, he plays a comedian who is into an underage girl. Here's the thing, folks. He plays a character named Henderson. I've spoken to Chris D'Elia about 3 times in my life. They've all been to the Comedy Store, and he's been very pleasant to me. Now, that is not a defense, and that is not me trying to qualify anything I'm going to say here. But I will say that Chris has been very kind to me, and he's said that I'm very funny, and that does count a little bit. It does it doesn't excuse what is shaping up to be some very disturbing allegations, but he's always been very nice to me. Chris is one of those guys who's like a real famous comedian. Like when you look at his Instagram, it's like Machine Gun Kelly would comment. He did the thing with Eminem. He's like the LA comic, right? He's like Bieber's favorite comic, right? Like Bieber would go to the store, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's everything in comedy that like I am not that. Mm-hmm. Like I am not like the guy that's cool who has a fan base that's cool. You know what I mean? Like the last person to retweet something I did who was really big was Candace Owens. So let's just, I'm like not a cool comic, and Chris is a cool comic. Mm-hmm. Not that has done uncool things, but I mean but he's very sweet to me. Listen, everybody knew the dude got laid. We just knew he got laid because his fan base was women. Women would attack him in the hall of the Comedy Store. They would run up to him. I'm not saying that they are, but I'm saying from my own eyes, I would see like women go up to him, and like he was like, women don't come up to me after the set and go, "Oh my God, I love you so much. I've loved you forever. Thank God. I saw you on InfoWars with my girlfriend. You're so hot. Your tits are so hot. I saw you on InfoWars. You're so hot." That doesn't really happen. Like, that's not the type of comic I am. Sadly, it would be nice if I was like, pulling up in the hot car. I usually get out of an Uber. It's usually a frustrated Asian man because I don't know if the minivan doors automatic. If they're all automatic, then why even have a hit? But listen, if you're just fucking a lot of chicks that are of age and they're mad at you, it's on them, right? I mean, listen, women have agency. Women are smart. Women can make choices. Now, if those women are underage, that's a serious problem. It's a legal problem. It's a moral problem. It's an ethical problem. And I imagine if more of that comes out, it's going to be dealt with in a court, which is where, unfortunately, should be dealt with because that is criminal activity. If you're 19 and you're mad because, the guy whose hotel room you went to at 3 a.m. turned out not to be a gentleman, this is a learning experience for all involved. But if you're underage and you're messaged, that is fucking not right, and that'll be dealt with in a court of law, I would imagine. Or, it's also dealt with in the court of public opinion, where people go, somebody who's doing that is just not somebody that people want to do business with anymore or establish a friendship with. I hope that stuff isn't true. But, when I was on keto, I hoped that would work. Do you see what I mean? Obama used to say hope is a powerful thing. Not really. It's not that powerful. Facts, gravity, immutable laws, those things occasionally fly in the face of hope. So I hope that there is no truth to the allegations that he was messaging underage girls. Now, it does seem that, sadly, my hope is not going to stand up against. And by the way, I hope that for everyone involved. I hope it for the girls. I hope it for him. I hope that, that's not going on. Am I going to get a better spot at the store because he won't be there? Let's be honest, yes. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the week ain't over. It might not be. A few people will be there. But I'm kidding. It's a comedy show. We're doing a comedy podcast, and I wish everyone well. Here's the reality. It's a bad situation for a lot of people that knew him, that are very disappointed and disgusted. And, there's a lot of I bet that guy sadly has a lot of demons, a lot of things that he's fighting, and the whole thing's bad. Whole thing is no good. No good. But everything I'm involved in is destroyed. I got into subprime mortgages. We had a recession. Adam McKay was producing a show of mine, and then he dissolved his company with Will Ferrell, Gary Sanchez. Anthony Bourdain's company was producing my travelogue with Comedy Central, and he hung himself in a room several days later. My agent, who signed me in 2016, is no longer working at the agency that signed me. I mean, I tend to get into the party as the party is breaking up. I tend to arrive at the party as the cop cars are being seen through the window, and this is maybe literally now, but that's when I get to the party, and that's unfortunate. So if I walk in, I mean, it's countdown till something is going to go down, and it's not going to be good. So, again, I feel for the victims of this, like the women that were messaged and were made to feel uncomfortable, that were underage. That is illegal and that is wrong. I do not feel for the comedians who are complaining that they don't get better spots. I think it's a little disgusting to try to weave your own personal narrative into this and your own gripes and your problems. Chris killed, whether you like his comedy or not, he killed harder at the store than anyone I've ever seen. I mean, he earned his spots at the Comedy Store. He had theaters of thousands of people coming to see him. I mean, whether you liked his comedy or not, it doesn't matter. People did, and they came to see him, and he made money. So the comics that are out there now, and they did this with Louis, they did this with everybody. They come out, that guy sucks. He sucks. He's not even good at comedy like me. He's not good at comedy like me. All right, man, get online, create your own shit then, just fucking stop whining, But I mean, this is Thursday night, early Friday morning. More may come out. May come out. I would imagine that this rocks things a little bit here in this town. I've only been here a year. It seems like it may be time to start thinking about pizza again in the Hudson River. If we could get de Blasio out of there, get the COVID out and the de Blasio out, maybe I'll waltz back. I think Rogan's teasing that he's moving to another state. Chris seems unfocused at the moment because he'd be the next biggest act. So I don't know what's going to happen out here, but you know, see me, here's me. There he goes. There he goes. See him? Just one taco, one last taco.
Yeah.
You know, I feel bad for, you know, the women that were affected. You know, I mean, this is shitty, and I don't know facts. This is the other thing. I've not done a deep dive on the facts. Doesn't mean I'm doubting people or not believing them. I'm saying I have not personally looked into this at all. Have you looked at any of the facts, really?
I mean, facts. I mean, I guess anything could be photoshopped, right? I mean, these are just screenshots. I mean, the idea that all these people are coming together and photoshopping a bunch of things seems to be...
Do you think it's the Russians? Do you think it's the Russians?
It's Russian bots.
Do you think it's the Chinese? It would be, and I'm not saying that he should do this, but it would be beyond funny if he came out and said this was Russia.
Yeah.
Like if he came out and he said, first they installed Donald Trump the puppet. Then they manufacture a bunch of screenshots and take me down. God damn them. The Russians. Putin. Fuck you, Putin. I don't want to laugh. Folks, I don't want to laugh because people are going to get angry with me for laughing. They're going to go, I know it's a serious situation, but I deal with serious situations with humor. It's, you know, I just have to laugh. But it's, you know, wherever it goes, it goes. I don't know what to tell you, you know? It probably was not Russia. I don't know.
Or China.
Yeah, I imagine it wasn't China.
I mean, it seems legit.
It's unfortunate that this is happening. You know? There's so much good news in the country. By the way, this is like the entertainment news.
Right.
The news is so bad now they're like, this is entertainment news, you know? They're like, and in the entertainment corner, this is the fluff.
Right.
This is the lighthearted fluff news that you get. If he was doing that, it's so weird to take that role on that show You on Netflix. It's very strange to take that role. Can you imagine, like, taking that role if you were doing that?
Like it, as if to say, how could I be doing this if I did take this role?
Yeah. Can you imagine that? You have the script and you're like, Jesus. Jesus, this is good. But that's kind of what we're going to say about that. There's no new facts about it yet. And, we're going to withhold. I'm not the judge and the jury. But I am someone in the courtroom sitting around eating potato chips who's going to talk shit after the trial. And be like, what do you think about it? So that's what I'm doing. I don't know the facts. I haven't done a deep dive. The facts are disturbing that are coming out, you know? And that's where I'll leave it. You know? A lot bigger people are going to have something to say about this. I'm sure people that knew him well, celebs and friends and whatever, you know? I don't know. It's like, what do you think the implications are about this? Why don't you make a statement? Why do I make a fucking statement?
I have to make a statement.
Why don't you make a statement? Where's Jamie Vernon on this? Where's all the other producers? You guys fucking sit and listen to everything everybody says, and then you don't have to have a goddamn statement. We all got to come out with statements. You're in the fucking room for everything that we all say, and nobody says anything, huh?
So you want me to have a take on it?
Well, what's your statement? What's your take?
My take is that it's bad to be a pedophile.
That's it. But he's not a pedophile.
A phebophile. It's bad to be a phebophile.
Get the word up, please. Now, I'm not going to correct people on Twitter. It seems like an odd hill to die on. I think Neil Brennan was doing it. Neil Brennan was like in the middle of the night being like, it's a hebephile. I just woke up. I looked at my phone. I'm like, God, what's this guy doing? Neil, put your phone down. The fuck are you doing? It's actually a hebephile. Hey, Neil, go to bed. A hebephilia is a primary sexual interest in mid to late adolescence, generally ages 15 to 19. It is one of a number of sexual preferences across the age groups, subsumed under the technical term chronophilia. I don't know what that means. What is a hebephile? Is that somebody who likes Jews? A hebephile is what's a hebephile? It's just somebody that likes Jews. Somebody who's attracted to men in large hats with beards, who own projects in Brooklyn. People attracted to people. I'm attracted to men with beards who own low-income housing in Williamsburg. What are you? Oh, you're a hebephile. I don't know. Okay, well, listen, there you have it, folks. I mean, that's Ben's fucking statement, you know, nice and simple. Is it all over the news? It's all over the news, right?
Yeah, I mean, when you type in his name into Twitter, it seems like there's still like 20 tweets a minute, I'd say, and there's still news articles about it, so it's up there. But, you know, he was trending at the same time that World War III was trending, so, you know.
Right.
There's just so much going on.
There's a lot going on. Here I go. I grab the burrito. There it goes. Delta.
Is that you going up the plane?
Yes.
Walking up the plane?
As I leave, Los Angeles just gets bombed by China. I just wave. I land in New York. I just put a pizza. I just take a bite of pizza, and I'm like, it's New York. You know, what are you going to do? Well, all right, everybody. We're going to continue to record the rest of the episode tomorrow. I felt like I should address this tonight. And, you know, maybe tomorrow everything I said will be. What if they start finding bodies, you know? What if they find like 10 bodies?
Well, we just won't put this out there.
No, we will. What if they find 10 bodies? I'm sitting there, like tomorrow I have to come in like this. I'm like, what if Andrew Santino kills his wife tonight? I got to come in and I got to be like, Tony Hinchcliffe gets drunk. He kills a family of 4 on the 405. I'm like, you know, Whitney Cumming bludgeons her dog to death. I'm like, you know, I have to make 4 statements. To make 4 statements today. All right, folks, we will continue this shortly. This episode of the Tim Dillon Show is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get the extra confidence in bed. Listen up, BlueChew.com. That's like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. And since they're chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a pill. So you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises. You can benefit from confidence when it counts, right? Blue Chew is fast and easy way to enhance your performance with somebody of legal age. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package to get you ready for a consensual encounter with someone of legal age. They're made in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. And best of all, there's no more awkwardness, especially because both of you are of legal age. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free. When you use our promo code TIM, just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BlueChew.com, promo code TIM. To try it, it's free. And again, that's LEGALAGE. The Tim Dillon Show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Jesus Christ, the ads on this show, huh? What a week. ExpressVPN is great for protecting your privacy and security online. Lord Jesus, help me, God. Christ on the cross, help me get through this ad after this week. Here's what you're going to do on ExpressVPN. You're going to use it to unlock foreign movies and TV shows that are only available in other countries. Binge Doctor Who on Netflix in the United Kingdom. Or watch Spirited Away on Netflix in Japan and so much more. It's easy to use. Just open the app, change your location, and that's it. Choose from over 100 different countries. ExpressVPN works for any streaming service. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, BBC, YouTube, you name it. If a movie or TV show is streaming somewhere, you can watch it. It works on all your devices, any phone, tablet, console, or smart TV. It's fast, no buffering or lag. Stream in HD without an issue on any device. It's part of your house. If you visit my special link right now, expressvpn.com/Tim Dillon, you can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. Good deal. Support the show, watch what you want, and protect yourself. expressvpn.com/Tim Dillon, TIMDILLON. It is a private, what is it? The VPN, I know what it is, but I'm just saying, having you say.
A virtual private network.
It's a virtual private network, so you are not tracked and traced by the government. Mm-hmm. So there you have it. ExpressVPN. You know, I mean, the ads on this show this week have been, I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point right now. I don't know what to say. We've had Blue Chew and the virtual private network that we are pitching here.